Hi everyone, I'm going to take you through the instructions of how to create a scatter plot using a Google Sheet. All right, so it's a bit quicker than having to do this by hand and it looks a lot better. Right, so what we're going to do is, so what I have here is some data that we collected with the Green Bee group. It was for the body measurements assignment. And so I'm going to create a scatter plot that graphs radius against arm span. Whatever you have in the first column here is going to be on your x-axis. The second column will be in your y-axis. So I'm going to highlight my two columns here that I want to create a scatter plot from. And then I'm going to select Insert and Chart. And once I do that, my scatter plot pops up very nicely. Yours, I already have mine set to scatter plot. That's why it went up right away. Yours might be set to a different type of graph. It might be something like a line graph. All you need to do is go over to chart type and then just scroll down until you see scatter plot and it will change it for you. There's a title and some X and Y axes labels. You can click on those and edit them so that they look the way you'd like them to look. The second thing that you want to do is you want to add a line of best fit, which is called a trend line. And what you're going to do for that is you're going to go back over to the right hand side and just select customize. And then under customize, just scroll down until you see the word series. And then under series, you're going to select trend line. There's a box at the bottom. Select trend line and you can see my line of best fit appeared. You can change the color of that. The light blue doesn't show up very well, so I'm just changing it to black, and I'm going to select the opacity. I'm just going to change it to 100 so that it's a bit darker, and then I could even change the thickness so it's even darker than that, so it shows up really nice. And what you're going to do is find the equation to that line. I'd like you to show your work by hand. All right, you need to be able to demonstrate that you have the knowledge to do that. And then if you'd like, you can check your work using this program here to have it create the actual equation for you. So under label, it's on none right now. So if I just click on the little arrow, I can select use equation and the equation pops up at the top there. All right, so it says that the equation of this line is y equals 2.25x plus 110. So the 2.25 is the slope of this line, which you would find by selecting 2 points on your line of best fit and then calculating slope using y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then the y-intercept, right, you would extend your line to see where it crosses on the y-axis. Our equation says 110. On the graph, it looks like it's showing a number closer to 150. The reason for that is the way it's scaled on the x-axis. If you notice at the bottom, each of the squares is 2 points, right? It's going up by 2, 16, 18, 20, so on, but it doesn't really start at 0 because it jumps from 0 to 16, which is a bigger jump than the next box. So what you can do is just click on the x-axis, and then you can go over to the right and notice there's nothing in min and max values. I'm going to enter for my min, I'm going to enter a 0 so that it starts at 0. And then I'm going to select 30 because if I look at my column for the radius bone size or lengths, the values go up to 27. So I just selected a value that's a little bit more than 27. So I selected 30 and you notice that the whole graph shifted so that it's properly spaced out, and my y-intercept now is showing to be 110 on the graph. So there you go. That is how you create a scatter plot, add a line of best fit, and then create the equation. But you will be doing this equation by hand. You're just using the program here to check your work. All right, good luck. Let me know if you need some help.